Hello my lovely fans, it is another beautiful day as I welcome you to Menalights TV. So we have started solving B.E.C.E 2022. We have solved question number 1 and question number 2 and then number 4 already. So today our question that we're going to solve is question number 3. So this is 3a. Given the relation L is equal to 2 into bracket m square minus n square all over 4 into bracket m plus n. So the first one says simplify L, then after that find the value of L when m is equal to 2 and then n is equal to 3. This is the relation that we have. Now before we can simplify this, we need to look at the one we have in the bracket here, the m square minus what? The n square. So that m square minus n square is a difference of two squares. So once we have the minus sign here, it means what? It's a difference of two squares. So these questions, what we have to do is that the m squared minus n squared is the same as m plus n and then m minus what? N. That is the difference of two, how to express the difference of what? Two squares. So what we have to do first is what? To put addition there, and the second one you put what? Minus there. So it means that now our L is going to be 2 into bracket, then in place of m squared and then the n squared, we put m plus n and then m minus what? N. So you have the m plus n, then m minus n, all divided by 4 into bracket m plus n, as we have it. So the one at the down, we maintain it that way. Now when you look at this, these two can go into itself once and go here 2 times. Then the m plus n here will cancel the m plus n that we have here as well. So it means that we have our L, which is equal to, so half of, so since we have crossed out, we are left with m minus what? N. So you have the m minus n here. So therefore L is equal to half of m minus n, or we can rewrite it as what? M minus n all over 2. And part of the question that says what? If m is equal to 2 and n is equal to 3, then find the value of L. So we know that the L there is equal to 2m squared. So the m is what? 2. So that becomes 2 squared minus n, which is what? 3. So that is what? 3 squared. Then all over, we have what? 4 into bracket, the m, which is 2, plus n, which is what? 3. So we have 3 here as well. So that will give us, so we have 2 into bracket, 2 squared, that is 2 times 2, and 2 times 2 will give us what? 4. So we have a 4 here minus 3 squared, that is 3 times 3, and that will give us what? 9. So we have our 9 here as well, all divided by 4 into bracket, 2 plus 3 will give us what? 5. So we have 5 here as well. So what we have is, when you take, we have 2 into bracket, when you take 9 from 4, we are left with what? 5. So negative 5 there, we are left with negative 5 over, then 4 and 5, or 4 on 5 here as well. So which is the same as 2 times negative 5 will give us what? Negative 10. Then we have 4 times 5, that will give us what? 20. So here we can do away with the zeros. Then what we have left is, we have 1 at the top and 2 at the down. That's what? Negative half. So negative 1 at the top, 2 at the down. So our result here is what? L is equal to negative half. So therefore L is equal to negative 1/2. So that is the answer for L. Or in other words, we simplify L and then we got m minus n divided by 2, or half of m minus n. That's what we have when we simplify in the what? 3ai. Now that we have m to be equal to 2, that means we have 2 minus the n. The n there is what? Is 3. Then all over what? 2. So 2 minus 3, or we are taking 3 from 2. We know that the 3 is more than the 2 here, so it becomes what? Negative. So you have the negative 1 at the top. Then what we have at the down is what? Is 2. So therefore, L is equal to minus 1/2. 3b. So given that P is equal to 2 minus 3x, 5 minus 2y, that is vector, and Q is equal to 1 minus 1, 5, and P minus Q is equal to 6 and 8. So find the value of x plus y. So before you can find the value of x plus y, so you have to individually find the value of x and then find the value of y. Then after that, we add them to know the value of what? X plus y. Now when you look at the question, says that when you subtract Q from P, the result that we have is what? 6 and 4. So we can say that P, which is, so P minus Q is equal to 6 and 8. That's what the question is telling us. So when you subtract the Q from P, you need to get for 6 and 8. So we know that our P is equal to 2 minus 3x, 5 minus 2y. Then this we are subtracting Q, which is minus 1, 5, to get 6 and 8. So when you have the P, which is 2 minus 3x, then 5 minus 2y, and you subtract minus 1, 5 from it, you are supposed to get 6 and 8. So that's what we are going to look at now. Now when you look at this, those at the top are for the x. We have the 2 minus 3x, then here negative, negative. So you have to subtract negative 1 from this result, it becomes what? Positive. So you have the 2 minus 3x, negative, negative give us what? Positive. So 5, plus 1, which is equal to 6. So now that we have this, we can simplify to get the value of what? X. So 2 plus 1 will give us what? 3. So we have here 3 minus 3x, which is equal to 6. That is the first one. 3 minus 3x, which is equal to 6. So we can continue to simplify by having negative 3, which is equal to negative 3x, which is equal to, now the 6 is here, so you write the 6 down, and this 3 is what? Positive. So when you go to where the 6 is, becomes what? Negative. So minus 3 here as well. So when you look at the first one, here we have negative 3x. So negative 3x here, then which is equal to, negative 3x is equal to, then have 6 minus 3 will give us what? Positive 3. So we have the 3 here as well. So since we are looking for x naught minus 3x, we divide both sides by the coefficient of x. So the number before the x here, or the number before the variable, we call it what? Coefficient. So that becomes minus 3, and these are also by minus 3. So we are dividing by negative 3 throughout. So from here we can say that we have our x, which is equal to 3 will go into itself once and go here another one. So go there once. So that means our result is negative 1. So x is equal to negative 1. So if x is equal to negative 1, what is the value of y? Get the value of y. So we know that 5 minus 2y minus 5 is equal to 8. So we have the 5 minus 2y minus 5 is equal to 8. That's what we have as well. So we are taking the down one. 5 minus 2y minus 5 is equal to 8 there. So we put this one in the bracket. So this is 5 minus 2y minus 5, which is equal to 8 as well. So here, 5, positive 5 and negative 5, these two cross out. Then here we are left with what? Minus 2y, which is equal to 8. Minus 2y, which is equal to 8. Since we are looking for y, we divide both sides by negative 2. So negative 2 here. And this also by negative 2. So negative will cancel. the 2 will cancel here. Then we have our y, which is equal to, then 2 will go into itself once and go into 8 here 4. So mind you, we have a negative here. That means y is equal to negative 4. So since y is equal to negative 4, we have to find the value of x plus y. So the value of x plus y. So we have the x, which is equal to negative 1, and then the y, which is equal to negative 4. So now the x plus y is equal to, the x is minus 1 plus minus 4. So that is the same as minus 1 minus 4. So that will give us minus 5. So the x plus y is negative 5. Number 3c, find the truth set of, so the x minus 1 all over 2 less or equal to 1/2 plus x. So we have to find the truth set of this relation. Now when you look at this is over 2, and this what? Over 1. Since there's no denominator there, that means it's over 1. So we have to find, first of all, find the SN for 2, 2, and 1. So the SN for 2, 2, and 1, that is 2. So all we have to do is what? Multiply So we multiply through by the xm, which is what? 2. So we have one term here, another term, and then another term. So we have 3 terms there. So we have to multiply all of them through by what? The xm, which is what? 2. So when you come to the first one, we have 2 multiplying into brackets x minus 1 all over 2. Then we come to the second, which is less or equal to 2 times 1 over 2 plus 2 times what? The x that we have there. So here, this 2 will cancel the 2 here, and this 2 will also cancel the 2 that we have here. So here we are left with x minus 1, which is less or equal to, then we have what? 1 left there plus 2x. So this is what we have. So x minus 1 less or equal to 1 plus 2x. So we have to group the like terms together. So in grouping the like terms together, these 2x have to come to where the x is. So you have the x here, then the 2x will come. It is positive here. Once it gets there, it becomes what? Negative. So minus 2x, which is less or equal to. Then when you come here, you have the 1 plus this one will go there. It's negative here. Once it gets there, it becomes what? Positive. So 1 plus 1. So when you take 2x from x, we are left with what? Minus x, which is less or equal to 2. So we are looking for x, not minus x. So what we have to do is what? Divide both sides by negative 1. So divided by negative 1 and divide both sides by negative 1. So the negative will cancel negative. Once we are dividing or multiplying with a negative, the inequality sign will change. That is the rule. Once we are dividing or multiplying by negative, the sign will change. So we are dividing this side by negative and this also by negative. So it means that our x will now be greater or equal to negative 2. The x is greater or equal to negative 2. The reason being that since we are divided by negative, the sign have to what? To change. So this is the result that we have. So with truth set, we say tx, which is the truth set, then into bracket is equal to x is such that x is greater or equal to negative 2. That is the truth set. X is such that x is greater or equal to negative 2. We have the value of x as x is greater or equal to negative 2. So we have to represent this on a number line. So this is our number line. So we have the origin here. Those at the right are positive integers. My left are negative integers. So when you look at the result here is what? Is negative 2. So we have to stand on negative 2. We do this. Then we look at the direction of the inequality sign. So it's going this way. The arrow will have to go to this side because of how it is being turned. So the arrow have to go. You can end it on any number, it doesn't matter. You can end it anywhere, it doesn't matter. Now, since we have this at the down of the greater than sign, it means we have to what? Shade. So once we have greater or equal to or less or equal to, we shade the box inside, or the square, the circle that we have there, you have to shade the inside of the circle. So the result is on negative 2, that is why it is on a negative 2. Then we can write x is greater or equal to negative 2. Now the length of the arrow doesn't matter. Someone can decide to extend the arrow, someone can decide to end it here or here, it doesn't matter. So this is the illustration of what? X is what? Greater or equal to negative 2. Thank you so much for watching today's episode.